At this point, let's explore the binary counter a little bit more. As you can see, it's just been counting this entire time. We also have this device that came out of the cellophane package, and this is called a USB to UART transceiver. And we're going to plug this into our computer. So there are 5 wires here. We're only going to need 4, okay? And these are labeled, okay? And although my computer won't focus on it, we're going to use the top 4, 3V3, TXD, RXD, and ground, okay? And so I like to make ground black. And so that's what we're going to do is we're just going to plug those 4 guys. You don't have to do them all at once. That's how I've trained myself to do it. And we're going to unplug our binary counter. And we have very similar markings on this that say ground 3.3 TX and RX. Now the whole trick here is we're going to plug the same wires to the same place other than RX and TX. So here, so 3.3 was purple for mine. Ground was black. If I come back and look here, I have to cross wire RX and TX. That stands for transmit and receive. So my TX is gray. And so gray, I'm going to plug into my RX and white onto my TX on this board. Okay, this will power it. We don't need it powered externally with the USB now. And now I'm going to plug it into my computer. So this just starts counting exactly how it did before. I'm going to first open up a program on Windows that's built into every computer called Device Manager. Even if you don't have permissions, it's going to pull up this Silicon Labs CP210X USB to UART bridge. Now, you might have to have IT, this one right here, that you might have to have IT tell you or install the bridge, the software for the driver for this. A lot of computers it comes by default because it's such a common driver. But the thing I want to pay attention to is right here, it says COM572. And so mine happens to be COM572. That's the communications port that is on. I've never seen a communications port that is up at 572. Now, having said that, I've downloaded a program called PuTTY, okay? And so if you go to putty.org and come down here, you don't have to install this. It's just you just click on it, it downloads, okay? We can open the file to locate it and open it up, and what it does is it opens up one of these terminals. We're gonna select serial because we're on a serial port, and I'm gonna change my COM port to 572, okay? Not 1572. And I don't remember the baud rate, but I think I put it on the card, and we'll see if we get it. Okay, so the baud rate is the default 9600. And what this is spitting off, and I will zoom in just a little bit on this, what this is spitting out is the binary value that we are currently on, okay? And I've got this the opposite way, but it continues to spit those out until you start typing. And so if we type and hit enter, it's actually going to pause what's going on, but then it'll restart here after a second. And I've given instructions on the card. You can type in a value in decimal and it will display it to the binary counter, okay? And so that's kind of a fun thing that we can do back and forth with this one. And we can start to see, we can check to see if we are good at doing binary math. Now, learning binary math conversion is a longer story, and I don't want to do that in this video. I might do it in a different video. But one thing that you can do, all Windows computers, once again, have a built-in calculator app. So if you just type calculator and open it up, and you may have used this before, but what we're going to do is switch modes to programmer. And this is kind of fun because here I can put in a value of 500 and it gives me base 16, which is hexadecimal, the decimal value, the octal value, the binary value, and then I can also switch over and do a binary value and say 11000 101. and it tells me what the decimal, what the hexadecimal, what the octal. Octal is, so hexadecimal is base 16. It goes 0 through 15 are individual characters. Octal is 0 through 7 are individual characters. And so you can play with this and test to see whether your numbers are correct.